Hey folks, before this disappears, this is a kind of a rarity here in the US. My friends back in the UK will know exactly what this is. This is a vintage guitar. I believe this is the V88WK or something like that. This is the parlor version of the Statesboro series. Paul Brett signature. Paul Brett being a well-known folk jazz guitarist, designed quite a few guitars, mostly parlors. The Statesboro series and the Viator series for Vintage Guitars, which is a UK company. Hard to get these in the US. I managed to pick one up from an Irish seller. Like it, solid mahogany top, laminate back and sides, really nice shape. Not as small as my other parlor, it's a little bit beefier. Rosewood board, very 1930s, 40s simple design. Not a slotted headstock on this one. A very normal squared off headstock with the keys that you find on just about, the tuners that you find on just about all of these things. But very clean. Not really my finish. They call this a whiskey sour with the herringbone rosette. Not really my finish, so I probably will move this on. I just wanted to check these out because you know, I've watched some of the videos with Paul Brett playing some of these vintage parlors that he's designed, and I was curious to check one out. I am going to get a Viator as well, and I think I'll hold on for that one, and in the meantime move this one on. But it is really nice. I've got it tuned to an E minor chord, or I think it's an E minor chord. A rare foray into alternate tuning for me, but it just seemed like the right guitar to do it on. It certainly has, you know, that sort of folky flavor. So there's a parlor, and by the way, the Brits spell parlor P-A-R-L-O-U-R, so I'm going to spell it right on the description. I still use British English spelling even though I live in the US. It's important to me, so I continue to do that. This is the vintage Statesboro Paul Brett signature parlor guitar. I think this comes in three shapes. It comes in a dreadnought, in an OM, and in this smaller parlor. And then the Viator, which is I believe a spruce top parlor, is even smaller with a slotted headstock. So I'll be intrigued to see what that sounds like. But I wanted to do a quick video on this before it shoots out the door, because these smaller all mahogany parlor guitars, or double O, triple O type guitars with a solid mahogany top with this sort of vintage looking 1930s, 40s finish, tend to go quickly. They're quite popular, and there's not a lot of competition for this particular type of guitar. I mean, there are a few entry-level parlors being made by Ibanez, Alvarez, Siegel, and others. Not too many all-solid mahogany, although I think Tanglewood makes one of these as well. But anyway, these are surprisingly big, bassy sound. Can't hear it on this mic, obviously, but it's hard to play while I'm holding it. I don't have a strap, but anyway, this is the vintage parlor, Statesboro parlor, Paul Brett signature guitar. I'll put the model number in the description. V88WK actually is the full description. So just wanted to show this to you before it disappears. Alright folks, I'll be back with more great guitars and ukuleles and string things. See you next time.